Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. This is Joel Perez here for another edition of your weekly episodic news show. This is Behind the Mic, and it is Behind the Mic episode number 38, No Mercy weekend, and we've got a lot of news, not about No Mercy, incidentally, but we do have a lot of huge news concerning the WWE here, like we always do this week, a little bit on a grander scale. There's a lot of news this week, and we're going to be talking about that, including the Jinder Mahal and the media, the bullshit media, calling Jinder Mahal a racist after his Smackdown Live promo, Paige returning to the WWE, and the question being, which brand is she going to return to? There was an image posted on Michelle McCool, Undertaker's wife, on her Instagram of the Undertaker looking quite old. That is proposing questions under if the Undertaker is retired or not. We're going to be talking about that right here on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. We've got news on Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair, and there being huge backstage heat between those two, stemming from their time in NXT, which we're going to talk about. Nobody had any idea about that, and Charlotte actually spoke about that in her new book. We're going to be talking about that news story right here today on Behind the Mic. Roman Reigns talking about his relationship and how he really feels about John Cena outside of the storyline that they are clearly having, and matches that are going to be added to the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view happening in 3 weeks. And of course, title change. There's going to be a huge title change, and we're going to talk about that right here on Behind the Mic. But before we do get into all of that, make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, because there is so much other content to go check out on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Raw reviews, Smackdown reviews, which are up for this week, pay-per-view preview and predictions, which a pay-per-view preview and predictions for No Mercy 2017 uploaded this Thursday to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. You can go check it out. We're talking everything going into No Mercy tomorrow. This Sunday, we're talking about it all. The build to No Mercy. Each and every single match, we're predicting the outcome, what that outcome is going to mean going into the future of the WWE. All that fantastic stuff right there on Thursday in a preview and predictions video. So make sure to go check that one out. Of course, Behind the Mic each and every single Saturday. Make sure to go check out Behind the Mic episode number 37. Top news story right there being Daniel Bryan and him training to possibly get back in the ring. But is it a WWE ring? We're talking about that right here on Behind the Mic, episode number 37, before anybody else. So make sure to go check that one out. And of course, 1 week from this Tuesday, or last Tuesday, we uploaded, of course, the Mae Young Classic finale review. The Mae Young Classic, if you missed any of the reviews, because reviews to all 8 episodes of the Mae Young Classic, as well as a review to the finale of the Mae Young Classic, is up on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. So if you did not see the Mae Young Classic and you're interested in hearing about that, because it is important, it has huge implications on the future of the women's division in all of the WWE. So you want to go and make sure you check out the Mae Young Classic. And if you didn't check it out, or you want an educated opinion on the Mae Young Classic, you can go check out my Mae Young Classic reviews. And of course, all the other content coming to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. And there's a lot of content coming, primarily WWE 2K18 content when that game does release in October. I did already pre-order the deluxe edition, so when that game comes out, when is it, October 13th, that you get early access. When as soon as that game drops, we're going to be uploading my career videos, WWE 2K18 simulations. We're going to be doing the universe mode, possibly some online play, depending on how good the online play is. But everything regarding WWE 2K18 is going to be covered right here on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. So if you want an instant coverage of everything regarding the WWE, this is your place to be. Make sure to subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. No Mercy is also coming. Review to that as soon as that show goes up the air. I'm going to be working on my review, and I will probably be up around midnight, a little after, I don't know. But No Mercy review is going to be up after that show goes off the air tomorrow, so make sure to be expecting that as well. So much content coming, so make sure to subscribe so you do not miss a thing. Content will immediately be in your subscription box. That depends if YouTube is working, and if YouTube isn't working, make sure to click on that notification bell so you could get those notifications straight to your mobile device, and you do not miss a thing regarding the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Make sure to comment what you think as I'm talking about all these news stories. Comment what you think of all these news stories alongside the video, and of course make sure to like this video if you enjoy what you're hearing here. Go check out the Twitter account of the same name. We live tweet with Raws, Smackdowns, pay-per-views, everything. Any WWE show, we're probably live tweeting alongside. So make sure to go check out the Twitter account. Give that a follow, because for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your little plug section of the video, because for now, I want you all to stay tuned, because we're going straight into the news stories. And like always, we are going to start with the main news story, and this is quite frankly a main news story that is complete fabricated bullshit by the media and has nothing to do with anything. Jinder Mahal's Smackdown Live promo that he cut just this Tuesday is being regarded by the media as racist against Japanese people because he said all these offensive things about Shinsuke Nakamura. Let me see if I can pull up this article here. If this will load, that would be fantastic. Here we are. The main news story. Jinder Mahal racist script gets "that's too far" chants from the fans, and I mean clearly from the media as well. WWE superstar and current champion Jinder Mahal is facing some controversy after uttering racial slurs against challenger Shinsuke Nakamura. Mahal, of Indian descent, showed some bad taste when he used racial slurs to poke fun at his Japanese opponent, and fans at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California were not pleased. The 6'5" Mahal, dressed in a brown suit and black turban, entered the ring during SmackDown Live on Tuesday to promote his title defense against Nakamura, the popular Japanese wrestler. Mahal, who came with a couple of sidekicks, the Singh brothers, took the microphone and proceeded to make fun of Nakamura. Mahal showed a couple of photos of Nakamura sporting the same facial expressions, while the Singh brothers rolled on the mat in laughter. "You always look the same," said Mahal, which was absolutely fucking ridiculous. But it's not racist, and we'll talk about that more when I'm done reading the article. Mahal went on to say that Nakamura gets his hair cut by a dog groomer. Jinder continued mocking the Kyoto native by saying that fans really don't like Nakamura, who is considered a fan favorite. Mahal then said that the so-called fans called Nakamura Mr. Miyagi behind his back. The Singh brothers made things worse by laughing hysterically while performing some mock material arts moves, including the wax-on, wax-off gesture popularized by the film The Karate Kid, in which Mr. Miyagi, played by the late Pat Morita, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Pat Morita, that's how I'm going to say it, was one of the main characters. The racial jokes immediately prompted disgusted fans watching the WWE Smackdown live show to show their displeasure at Mahal. The crowd chanted in unison, "That's too far." Some fans were also heard shouting, "That's racist" at Mahal. The fans at the Oracle Arena weren't the only ones who did not find the racist script amusing. A number of viewers voiced their displeasure through social media. Even Nakamura himself took to Twitter to address the issue. What the fuck did Nakamura say? Because I did not see this. At Jinder Mahal, at Singh Brothers WWE, San, I don't know. San lie become truth only if person believe it. Alright, so lies only become truth if the people believe it. So there you go. WWE has addressed the issue regarding the wrestling villain's racial jokes against Nakamura. The Washington Post reported that WWE sent them a statement explaining that, just like many other TV shows or movies, WWE creates programming with fictional personalities that cover real-world issues and sensitive subjects. Exactly. We'll talk about that further as soon as we're done with this article. But as a producer of such TV shows, WWE Corporate is committed to embracing and celebrating individuals from all backgrounds as demonstrated by the diversity of our employees, performers, and fans worldwide, like Titus Catering. But the statement continued. Interestingly, the Washington Post pointed out that WWE used the same line of reasoning in firing its marquee star, Hulk Hogan. The legendary wrestler was fired by WWE in 2015 after he was recorded on his sex tape uttering racist comments. Hogan used racial slurs to refer to African American wrestlers. So there you go. That's the end of the article right there. What Jinder Mahal said was not racist. It was not. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. He barely said anything. If he would have went on and said Nakamura eats cats, if Nakamura eats dogs, or said something just way beyond the line, that would have been racist. Yes, it was bullshit what he said, but you should not be mad at the fact that he is racist. As a WWE fan, you should be mad and pointing out the fact that this guy is building a WWE Championship Feud. This is what I'm finding issue with. He's building a WWE Championship Feud off of this garbage. You've got to be kidding me. You look the same. That's what a WWE Championship Feud is being built off of? You've got to be fucking kidding me with that one. This is what the media focuses on. What Jinder Mahal said was not racist. This was not intended in that way by any means, bro. By any means. And you know that. Jinder Mahal was scripted to go out there and say that. And as well as that, it was clearly just taking shots at his opponent, Nakamura. Not the fucking Japanese race as an entirety. And I think that was clear. I think that it was clear. The fans chanting that's too far, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure they weren't meaning it as he's racist. You gotta be kidding me with this bullshit. This is just the media looking for some bullshit, garbage article. People who don't know anything about wrestling looking for some bullshit article to publish. If anything, the story here should be that a WWE Championship Feud is being built off of garbage. Off of fucking garbage. That's what I find issue with, bro. That is what I find issue with. He's coming out here making fun of Nakamura's facial expressions for what? That's what you're going to build the WWE Championship around? Right now, the WWE Championship is a worthless piece of shit title around the waist of Jinder Mahal. Absolutely garbage. Instead of reporting that Jinder Mahal is racist, and I just thought of this, why don't you report that this guy is probably on fucking steroids? Have you seen this guy? Have you seen this guy? No. The media's not going to report the transformation of Jinder Mahal from this scrawny Indian guy to this fucking sculpted piece of fucking Roman architecture. I don't fucking know, bro. I mean, does that look natural to you? Holy shit, but no. They're not going to report that, right? They're not going to report that, right? That has nothing to do with anything, right? Of course not, bro. Of course not. Instead, you want to go for the racist bullshit, because anything that anybody says on television nowadays, or on the internet, or wherever it may be, is immediately regarded as racist, or that's way too far, or you're hurting people's feelings, or some bullshit. I mean, people are way too overly sensitive nowadays, bro. Way too overly sensitive. And I understand where some people are getting offended about this, but to the point that you're writing articles about it and saying all this fucking bullshit. All these non-wrestling websites are fucking talking all this bullshit without knowing anything about WWE programming. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how fucking sensitive the media is nowadays. Nobody pays a fucking eye to the WWE, but as soon as something racist is said, you gotta fucking go over there, and you gotta fucking go and write your fucking articles type away, right? Absolutely fucking ridiculous. If anything, write the articles about the steroid use that Jinder Mahal is on. That's more fucking notable. That's probably more true. Why don't you investigate that a little more? But no, bro. I'm just glad. The only good thing coming out of this is the fact that we're probably not going to get another Jinder Mahal promo anytime soon where he fucking comes out and is not interrupted by anybody or is not fucking made to look like a fool. So, thankfully, these segments are probably over because WWE probably saw the segment the week before this and they were probably like, alright, that did pretty well. Some people were laughing in the crowd. Let's put Jinder Mahal out there again. Well, that just goes to show you, don't put Jinder Mahal out there again. And as a matter of fact, I hear that Jinder Mahal writes his promos by himself. He's given authority to write his promos by himself. I just remembered this. And Vince McMahon approves them. I've heard that somewhere. I have heard that. So if that is true, I mean, holy shit, bro. Holy shit, Jinder Mahal must be in hot water. More proof that this guy needs the WWE Championship off of him. He is absolutely fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible is Jinder Mahal. And more proof that this guy is needed off of television, bro. The issue is not Jinder Mahal being racist. It's the quality of Smackdown Live right now. Primarily because the number one reason that Smackdown Live is trash, there's more reasons than that. But the number one reason is starts at the top, and who's at the top? Jinder Mahal. Someone undeserving. If you're writing promos like this, you're undeserving, bro. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. For now, let's move on here. I don't want to speak about this any further. For now, we go on to a news story that's actually quite positive. Wow, something positive. I'm behind the mic. Yes, the return of Paige is very, very near. She has already been at the Performance Center. Paige, clearly the women's division needs some injection. Both women's division need some injection of life. And I think Paige is that perfect injection that a women's division needs. And they're speaking here of what brand SmackDown Live or Monday Night Raw Paige is going to go to. I think she'd be perfect on SmackDown. I mean, Monday Night Raw is already getting a fucking load with Asuka. You don't need to give them any more, bro. They're already getting Asuka. I say give SmackDown Paige, but reading this article here, Paige has made her return to the WWE Performance Center, arriving on Monday, September 18th, and working out to prepare for her WWE return. Well, she has been working hard on getting back into ring shape after her neck surgery from last year. There has been a lot of speculation on which brand she would return to, with WWE.com even putting up a poll for the fans asking them which brand they want to see Paige wrestle on. The WWE fan poll on Paige's return. The interesting thing about the WWE fan poll is that Paige was actually still on the active roster back when the original WWE brand split took place. Paige was drafted to Monday Night Raw. She was drafted to the Monday Night Raw brand. However, there has been a number of moves, the brand's roster shakeup, and even a free agent like John Cena moving. At the current time, the WWE fan poll asking about the Paige WWE return saw 53% of the fans vote for Paige to make her return to Smackdown Live, 29% wanted to see her show up on Monday Night Raw, and 17% were hoping for an NXT return. I'd be part of that 17% voting for NXT, but that's besides the point. The fans who voted for the Paige WWE return to happen on SmackDown Live will likely be very happy, because according to the paid version of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Paige will make her WWE return on SmackDown Live. The biggest questions when it comes to the Paige WWE return is how the fans will react to her when she comes to the ring for the first time, and how the WWE will book her after all the controversy. Alberto Del Rio, remember that Paige failed 2 drug tests last year and then had neck surgery against the wishes of the WWE. Paige also accompanied Alberto Del Rio as he continuously, if I can read here, that'd be fantastic, as he continuously ripped the WWE every chance that he got. Add in the domestic abuse allegations between the two, and there's a little chance that the WWE will want to push Paige too hard. There is also the fact that Paige was involved in a hacking scandal that also involved SmackDown Live superstar Xavier Woods. The fans might not be friendly when coming up with chants upon her WWE return. The addition of Paige to the SmackDown Live women's roster seems a bit much until the actual rosters are examined. With the addition of Paige, the SmackDown Live roster includes Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Natalya, Carmella, Tamina, and Lana. Paige would make 8 competitors, which would actually start to make it a division. But the Monday Night Raw roster includes Sasha Banks, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Emma, Mickie James, Dana Brooke, Alicia Fox, Summer Rae. Summer Rae? When was the last time you saw Summer Rae? Gotta be fucking kidding me with that one. Get that out of there. And the soon-to-debut Asuka, which gives that brand 10 wrestlers. First of all, 9 wrestlers. Summer Rae, get out of there. Dana Brooke, she's out because her boyfriend, unfortunate things happened to her boyfriend. That's 8 wrestlers. Mickie James is not being used. That's 7 wrestlers. Alicia Fox, not being used. That's 6 wrestlers. Monday Night Raw, when Asuka debuts, will have 6 women's wrestlers. Go fuck yourself. Mickie James, not being used. Alicia Fox, not being used. Summer Rae hasn't been seen in over a year. So the fact that they're even counting her is ridiculous. But it says here, if Nikki Bella returns, she'll most surely go to Raw, since that is the brand where John Cena is. And that will move the needle to 11, which isn't even fucking true. That will move the needle to 7. But, I mean, Paige returning to SmackDown really would be a huge help to that women's division, most definitely. That would move the needle of usable women, because Tamina and Lana do not fucking count, to 7. So you'd have Carmella, you would have Becky Lynch, you'd have Charlotte, Natalya, Naomi, Paige, and yeah, then that would move it to 6, would it not? Let me see the fucking list again, because I'm forgetting here. I'm forgetting. Who am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting somebody. I know I am forgetting somebody. You got Charlotte, Becky, Naomi, Natalya, Carmella, and Paige. Yeah, so that'd move the needle to 6. SmackDown Live has 7 women right now. 7 women of which are fucking garbage. So that would move the needle to 6. And, I mean, it'd be nice. It would be a nice women's division. You could have Paige versus Charlotte, Paige versus Becky, Paige versus Naomi, Paige versus Natalya. I mean, absolutely fantastic combinations could be made there. And then you could bring up Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, make that roster even more diverse. Maybe move Ruby Riott to Monday Night Raw, make that roster even more diverse. I mean, there you go. Pieces are moving. Pieces are in place. You can do a lot of good things. I mean, I don't know, but you've got a lot of women right now, especially with this Mae Young Classic being done. And I mean, Paige, especially considering Paige with all her controversy, WWE should shove that under the rug, bro. Make it a new fucking day. Give her the benefit of the doubt and allow her to come in, because I know during the end of Paige's run with the WWE. Paige's last run with the WWE, she did not give a fucking fuck. You can tell, bro. You can tell. She was in that ring. She was not putting as much energy as she was putting into her role as she was when she was down in NXT, doing absolutely fantastic things, being the anti-diva. That's what she needs to be portrayed as again. The anti-diva, bro. She needs to be absolutely fantastic once again. She needs to be Paige once again. Fuck that Total Divas garbage. Fuck that Total Divas garbage. Let her wrestle. That's what she wants to do. And with the brand with Charlotte and Becky Lynch on it, I'm sure that's exactly what she will be able to do. I say you bring back Paige. In what capacity? I don't fucking know. To SmackDown Live. Maybe you'll have her fucking try to reunite with PCB, with Charlotte and Becky, and maybe they'll be like, no, sister, we're better than you now. We are fucking above you now. You're a failure, bro. And then Paige will work her way back up, and things will go down from there. But Paige returning, nothing but good for the women's division as long as WWE utilizes her well. Time has given us a fresh new perspective on Paige, and I am excited to see her again. But hopefully WWE uses her well. For now, let's move on here, and we move on here to this news story on The Undertaker. Because Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool, she, of course, if you remember her from WWE a couple years ago, retired in 2011. But she posted this picture of The Undertaker on Instagram. Clearly, The Undertaker not looking as good as he fucking always does. But this is Undertaker each and every single year, bro. I don't know why this is being made a news story out of. Because this is Undertaker every single year when he's not fucking wrestling. But it says lunchroom / school store monitor for day equals spying on our kids. My kids' friends by default get spied on as well. Hugs by some of my favorite and endless amounts of embarrassing moments to be had at our chosen one's expense. Hashtag retired life. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag parenting 101. Hashtag embarrass your kids. Hashtag keep them guessing. Hashtag or saying. Hashtag in front of my friend's mom. So, a bunch of fucking hashtags right there by Michelle McCool. But, I mean, Undertaker, clearly, this is how he looks every year. So I don't even know why this is being made a fuss out of. This is how he looks each and every single year when he's in between wrestling matches. Undertaker will be back. As a matter of fact, I think Undertaker will be back at No Mercy this Sunday. I think tomorrow we will see The Undertaker to either screw John Cena or screw Roman Reigns, and that will either have WrestleMania implications or Survivor Series implications. I honestly think that is going to be the case. I really, truly, duly do. I think Undertaker will be back in the WWE, and he will be having at least one more match with that. That means a match with John Cena at the Survivor Series, a match with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34 in a triple threat, the match with John Cena being at WrestleMania 34. I have no idea. But he can do both, he can do one, he can do either or. So, I mean, really, The Undertaker, I think he will be back in WWE. I know The Undertaker did not want to retire on such a shitty match with Roman Reigns. He probably thought he can put on a better show, but I mean, he's had hip surgery. Nobody knows how well The Undertaker can go at this point. I don't know. You do not know. Only The Undertaker knows that. Only The Undertaker knows that. And when we do see The Undertaker return, it will be fucking great. If he does return, if he never does return, if he never does come back, I don't fucking know, bro. I do not fucking know. But right now, in my mind, with all the mentions of The Undertaker on WWE television, with all the fucking news articles reporting that The Undertaker is going to be back, I think, myself, that he is going to be back in the WWE sooner rather than later, and that could be tomorrow at No Mercy, interfering in the matchup between John Cena and Roman Reigns at No Mercy. That's what I'm personally thinking. I said it in my preview and predictions, which all of you should go check out, by the way. Huge stuff right there, but Undertaker, looking gray here, grayed out, faded out beard here, but clearly this is The Undertaker every year when he's in between WrestleMania. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think The Undertaker personally will be back, but we're going to have to leave that to the future to find out. We've got this news story here on Charlotte and Sasha Banks having huge backstage heat against each other. Holy shit, bro. This is actually surprising as hell to me, and should be surprising as hell to all of you, because clearly these two have been forced to work together multiple times, being part of the fucking Four Horsewomen, multiple matches in NXT, clearly way too many matches on the main roster. Holy shit. But major backstage heat between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks revealed. Over recent years, there are a few rivalries that have been as important as Charlotte versus Sasha Banks in the WWE history. Now, I read that with a question mark because this rivalry hasn't meant shit to me. But the Boss versus the Queen was about competition and the desire to be the best. But it was also about establishing women's wrestling and its place on WWE programming. There's no question that the two were successful in achieving the latter. But there was a lot more happening backstage that fans weren't aware of. Regardless of their feud on WWE programming, the WWE Universe assumed there was a strong friendship between them behind the scenes. The Four Horsewomen were believed to be really close, but it's come to light that Charlotte and Sasha Banks had some kind of a falling out during their time in NXT. In Charlotte and Ric Flair's new book, Second Nature, she revealed some new details about her falling out with Banks. Apparently their falling out stemmed from some jealousy between them interfering in their friendship. At the first NXT TakeOver, Charlotte won the NXT Women's Championship after a great match with Natalya, but it caused a rift between her and the Boss. Sasha began taking shots at Charlotte, which she would call petty and didn't appreciate. However, that animosity was the catalyst for the start of their historic rivalry. Sasha ended up being the one to win the NXT Women's title from Charlotte and go on to create history of her own with Bayley at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Both women used their runs in NXT as a launching pad onto the main roster. Despite any tension between them backstage, they feuded with one another for over a year. It's unclear if their issues are resolved, but it didn't impact the work they've done together in the ring. If anything, the competition between the Boss and the Queen added something special to their feud. Their feud saw them pass the Raw Women's Championship back and forth, which is bullshit. We'll talk about that. While also making WWE history. Any issues that still remain between them only made their feud better in the ring. After so much time together, there is clearly respect between Sasha Banks and Charlotte. Their feud helped establish women's wrestling on WWE television and cemented both of their names in WWE history. Hopefully time has or will heal any issues between them and they can appreciate what they accomplished together. Charlotte and Sasha are clearly two women who will always be fucking feuding with each other one way or another. These two women have had a fucking rivalry stemming back to NXT. In NXT, it was actually fucking good, and there was actually some real fucking heat. When it came to the main roster, they fucking stretched the shit, and they made Charlotte and Sasha the only two women on the Monday Night Raw roster. They made Charlotte and Sasha the only two women on the Raw roster, and not only that, they devalued the fuck out of the Raw Women's title by tossing it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sasha would win it on the Raw, and Charlotte would win it back on the next pay-per-view. Sasha would win it on the Raw, Charlotte would win it back on the next pay-per-view. Sasha would win it on the Raw, Charlotte would win it back at the next fucking pay-per-view. It was relentless. It was fucking relentless. That feud, I don't give a fuck, devalued the hell out of the women's title. Instead of focusing on the women's title in that feud, they focused on the women's revolution and history and blah 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 blah. And out of that came some awful goddamn promos. No, I'm not going to deny to you that it was absolutely fantastic what they would do in the ring, and their heat backstage was probably the result of that. But there's no denying that the things that they did with these two women in 2016, at the end of 2016 destroyed the women's division of Monday Night Raw to the point where it is only recuperating now from what they did with Charlotte and Sasha. With Charlotte and Sasha, week after week after week, being in 30 different matches, week after week after week, flip-flopping the title, week after week after week, being the only two women on Monday Night Raw. It's garbage. It was garbage. That feud was awful to me. Worst feud of 2016. Now, yeah, I hear people saying it was the best feud of 2016. Best women's feud of all time. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself is what I have to say about that. The feud was awful. What they did in NXT, it was genuine. It was rightfully booked. It was fucking good. But besides that, what they did on the main roster, garbage. But that's besides the point. I had no idea that there was actually some animosity between these two women. I mean, Sasha Banks seems to have backstage heat with everybody except Bayley, bro. I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. Sasha Banks seems to be the bad seed over here. She has backstage heat with Alexa Bliss. Apparently her and Alexa Bliss don't like each other because Sasha she injured Alexa Bliss one time, injured her fucking arm or some shit, and never apologized. Then she's talking shit about Charlotte backstage, which is causing heat between them. I don't know, bro. Sasha might be a fucking heat magnet. I don't know, but Sasha Banks and Charlotte, there's no denying the fantastic matches that they put on against each other. No denying that. And these women, I mean, they're going to be friends. They're going to have to get along, bro. They're both part of the Four Horsewomen stable with each other. They're going to have to work again with each other in the future. They're always going to be fucking competing, whether you like it or not. These women are always going to be in matches with each other, whether it's alongside each other or against each other, whether it's standing alongside each other because they're the Four Horsewomen or fighting against each other because they are the Four Horsewomen. They are going to be fighting each other, and Sasha Banks and Charlotte will always have to have a working relationship. So whether Sasha Banks likes it or not, whether Charlotte likes it or not, they will eventually become friends once more, if they aren't already friends once more, because this article's talking about heat between them down in NXT, which probably carried over to the main roster, but maybe these women have matured by now. But it's just interesting to note that there's been heat and issues between these two women, and it's just interesting to report and see that these two women who have had so many matches against each other and have had to work with each other so many times are not friends, because one would assume that they are friends, being part of the fucking Four Horsewomen faction together and having competed against each other. So that is just interesting to note. But for now, let's move on here to the next news story. We got this news story of the Hell in a Cell matches that are going to be added to the pay-per-view before we do get there. So this is like rumors and spoilers. There's no fucking spoilers here. All these matches were able to be put together by themselves, by your fucking brain. You can tell WWE, oh, they're gonna do that, they're gonna do this. This is not fucking spoiler, bro. But what is interesting here is the title change, and we're gonna talk about it. WWE rumors and spoilers. Hell in a Cell 2017 to add more matches and a new champion to emerge from the event. One of the newest WWE rumors floating around is that a brand new champion may emerge from the Hell in a Cell 2017 pay-per-view. While many fans are hoping that means the reign of the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal will be coming to an end. Unfortunately, it appears the new champ will arrive from a different match. With the card slowly forming over the past several weeks, it's now being rumored that several more matches will be added to the pay-per-view card. One of those matches is rumored to feature a title change, but it won't be for too long if the speculation proves correct. Keep in mind, WWE spoilers may follow for what could happen at the pay-per-view. As Cage Side Seats reported on Friday that there are 2 more matches being added to the pay-per-view card. One of those will feature a rematch from SummerSlam 2017 pay-per-view with the Viper Randy Orton taking on the Bulgarian Brute Rusev. At SummerSlam, Orton put Rusev down in a less than satisfying match. I think we can all agree on that. In a less than satisfying match in under 1 minute. 10 seconds, as a matter of fact, but Based on this rematch, it's looking like Rusev may be able to gain some revenge at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. There are also rumored posters that have hit the internet suggesting Rusev will be competing soon for the United States Championship at the Starrcade pay-per-view that returns in November. The other match could appear on the main pay-per-view or could simply find its way onto the Hell in a Cell 2017 kickoff show. That match will feature lost but not forgotten superstar Sami Zayn. Lost superstar Sami Zayn is what I'm going to call him, since this article is going at that. But he'll get the privilege of battling the operatic talent known as Aiden English. What's baffling about this is that Sami Zayn is nowhere near any of the fucking title pictures. I'm baffled by that too. Thank you, article. But where the hell is he? Where the hell am I, if I can speak here? Which makes one wonder who he upset backstage or why WWE doesn't feel much need to have him higher up on the card. There are plenty of fans out there who seem to believe Sami deserves much better on the main roster. That said, another match which has yet to be officially added will feature AJ Styles defending his United States Championship, and this is where I'm interested. Styles will be defending against not just the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, but the perfect 10 Ty Dillinger, which was I was speaking of and what I was speculating to happen on Smackdown Live, and I'm very happy it is happening this way. But per the 434, it's a surprising moment for sure, as Dillinger was called up to the main roster a couple months ago and is going to be receiving the title. So 434 is reporting that the title will be given to Ty Dillinger. Ooh, I'm not against that by any means. I actually like that. Give the title to Ty Dillinger, as a matter of fact. I'm glad this is being reported. That's a surprising moment for sure, as Dillinger was called up to the main roster several months ago and would achieve a title before Shinsuke Nakamura or Bobby Roode. However, rumors are swirling that this title change will last until SmackDown Live following the pay-per-view, when Baron Corbin challenges Dillinger and wins the title himself. Go fuck yourself. Goddamn, that'd be awful. These three matches will join an already stacked card featuring New Day defending their tag team titles against the Usos, Natalya defending the women's title against Charlotte, and Jinder Mahal defending the WWE Championship against Nakamura. There's also Shane McMahon taking on Kevin Owens inside the Hell in a Cell structure to really cap off what could be an exciting event. Seeing Ty Dillinger win a title could certainly add to all that excitement and surprise. I'm all for it. I'm all for giving Ty Dillinger a proper title reign. This fucking article seems to suggest that he's going to lose it to Corbin on the next SmackDown Live. That's garbage. That is garbage. Give Dillinger a fucking title reign. Goddamn, the man deserves it. Floating around, doing nothing on SmackDown Live for close to fucking 6 months now is garbage. That is not what Ty Dillinger should be fucking doing. He should be challenging for United States Championships. He should have been challenging for United States Championships a long time ago, bro. Goddamn. This is like Ty Dillinger after being on SmackDown Live for 6 months at this point. This is Ty Dillinger's first official feud, and no, I'm not counting Aiden English assholes. This is Ty Dillinger's first official feud. It really is, bro. And the fact that this, after 6 months, is his first official feud is garbage. The man deserves to be rewarded. He was absolutely fantastic on NXT. He came up from NXT, red hot, 10 chants everywhere, and now WWE wants to suppress that. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This guy is talented as hell, great gimmick that gets him over. He fucking got a number over, and you're telling me you can't work with that? You gotta be fucking kidding me with that one. You got to be fucking kidding me with that one, bro. Ty Dillinger is uber talented, bro. Uber talented. And this guy deserves to be rewarded, because on NXT, he was absolutely fantastic. He was always at the cusp of an NXT title, and unfortunately, he never got to that point. So let him get to that point on the main roster. Give him the United States Championship. Allow him to run with it and put on fantastic matches like we know he could with the AJ Styles, with the Sami Zayns, with the Baron Corbins, with the Rusevs, who is now reported to be going for the United States Championship, especially from this article which you just heard. Let him do that. The SmackDown Live roster is so diverse. It really is. And you're really not appreciating that roster. Start doing that, bro. Give the title to Dillinger. Let him run with it, bro. Let him run with it. And let him show you what you can do. Let the rest of the roster show you what they can do by putting them in matches with Dillinger. Styles doesn't need the United States Championship. He really doesn't. He is above that title, and I think we can all agree with that. Let Styles lose the United States Championship and go on to bigger, better things, feuding with Randy Orton. Let him feud with Randy Orton. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Turn Randy Orton heel, put him in a program with AJ Styles. That'd be fantastic. Why not? Why the fuck not, bro? Meanwhile, Dillinger having fantastic matches with that United States title, bringing prestige to that United States title. At the same time, he's bringing prestige to his career. I mean, shit, isn't that what you want? Right now, with AJ Styles, it's a one-way street. He is bringing prestige to that title, but that title really isn't doing anything for him. It's really not, because he's above that title. Styles does not need the United States Championship, bro. He really does not, and I think it would be better off in the hands of Ty Dillinger, who is hungry for that title, and you can tell. And you can tell that Ty Dillinger would do fantastic things with the United States Championship. Let him run with it, bro. Let him run with it. Don't give me this fucking bullshit that you're gonna have him win the title and then flip-flop it to Baron Corbin. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself with that garbage. My God. For now, let's move on here to the next and final news story on Behind the Mic, and that will be the John Cena Roman Reigns scenario here, and of course Roman Reigns talking about how he feels about John Cena in reality, outside of the fucking promos, bro. Not kayfabe over here. But where are we? Roman Reigns, this is the article's headline. Roman Reigns says how he really feels about John Cena. Roman Reigns and John Cena are preparing for their huge WWE match coming up at No Mercy this Sunday. So far, the feud between the two men has only included promos where they insult each other and deliver behind-the-scenes shoot comments that only dedicated online fans might understand. Some of their shots have gone below the belt, and Roman Reigns spoke to CBS Sports about the feud and revealed his true feelings about John Cena. When it comes to Roman Reigns and John Cena, the two are really just working together for the WWE, and there is nothing more to the relationship than that. Roman said that he and John Cena have always been cordial, but they are not friends by any means. However, while Reigns is clear that the two men are not friends heading into the No Mercy pay-per-view match, Roman did say that there is respect when it comes to the WWE and business side of professional wrestling. Reigns said that this match is special because they do respect each other and are really competing against one another. The promos have been hard and heavy. Roman Reigns has pointed out that people hate John Cena and that Cena is just a talker who buries people and doesn't care about anything but his own spot in the company. However, Reigns also has said some things that made no sense, such as how Cena was not at Monday Night Raw this week because he is Hollywood when John was in China representing the WWE. I did not fucking know that, but that just makes Roman Reigns look like a fucking idiot. However, on the other side of the ring, John Cena has said things that a lot of fans online have been saying for the last 3 years. Roman Reigns was pushed to the top without earning it. He's just the next John Cena. He's a bad promo and isn't working hard enough to be the best. It may be business, but these comments have to hurt. They've got to, bro. However, when asked about the comments, Roman Reigns said that he doesn't care about what John Cena said, and he has taken nothing that Cena has said to him to heart. You should, bro, because it's true. However, at the time, Roman said that he doesn't care what John really thinks about him, and then explains why. According to Roman Reigns, when you care about what someone thinks about you, and then they stab you in the back, it hurts. Roman said that he doesn't care about someone like John Cena, what someone like John Cena thinks about him, so it doesn't affect him if he gets stabbed in the back. One thing Roman Reigns did give John Cena credit for was his improvement as a promo man. Cena said in their first promo shoot against each other on Monday Night Raw that Roman has not cut a good promo in the how many years that he has been in the WWE. According to Reigns, he has gotten better at it, and that is credited to him working with John Cena in this program. John Cena and Roman Reigns will batter each other at No Mercy this Sunday night on pay-per-view and on the WWE Network. This is obvious, bro. This is all a fucking work. I mean, the first night you're like, holy shit, is this shoot or work? Is this shoot or work? It's all a work. By now you know that. By now you fucking know that. Especially with Roman Reigns coming out there saying bullshit about Jason Jordan. Then the next week, you have him in a match with Jason Jordan, just like John Cena was in a match with Jason Jordan the week before. If this was shoot, that wouldn't have been the case. It would have been backstage heat between Jason Jordan and Roman Reigns, but that's not the fucking case. Roman Reigns, what pisses me off here is where he says that he didn't take anything to heart. You should be taking this to heart. You really should, because if this is being said about you by all these internet fans, and now it's hard hitting to everybody, and it is a good promo by John Cena to everybody when he comes out and quote unquote speaks the truth, shouldn't you be taking this to heart when everybody is proclaiming this the truth and that John Cena is finally speaking out about Roman Reigns? Shouldn't you be like, holy shit, maybe they are right. Maybe I should be working harder. Maybe I should be working on my promo skills. Maybe I should go to WWE and suggest that they turn me heel because that would be better for my career. But no, Roman is the corporate puppy. The corporate puppy, still there, doing whatever the fuck Vince McMahon wants for him. And that's bullshit. That is absolutely bullshit. Roman Reigns is fucking awful in his current state. He can't cut a promo for his life. His in-ring skills are decent to good, and he is by no means a ring general. But then again, John Cena isn't either. And his character is completely stale, and by now WWE has shoved him down our throats to the point where a face Roman Reigns is no longer passable and believable by any fucking means, bro. By any fucking means. That is the state that Roman Reigns is at, and when John Cena is coming out here and telling you this, and internet fans have been saying this for years, and John Cena has to use this to elevate his promo, shouldn't you be taking that to heart? I mean, why are you ignoring this? If it's been said to you by everybody that it is the truth, holy shit, bro. I mean, goddamn. Has the WWE machine really gotten in your head that fucking bad? WWE has this perception, and they put it in Roman Reigns' head seemingly too, that Roman Reigns is selling tickets. Ticket sales are better than they've ever been, which they're not. Raw and Smackdown attendance is as low as it's ever been. I'm hearing that Smackdown was only 40% filled to capacity this Tuesday night, which sounds absolutely awful, but they have this perception that Roman Reigns is selling house shows. You're going to the shows to watch Roman Reigns. That's not fucking true. If I'm going to a WWE show, I'm going to watch the rest of the roster. I'm probably thinking of staying home to not watch Roman Reigns, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Ratings are lower than they've ever been. Attendance is lower than they have ever been. WWE, for the first time, actually might be losing money for the first time in a couple years. I mean, they're saying that they have all this revenue, but why do you think they're cutting back on pyro and on all this fucking production? They canceled Talking Smack. They're fucking canceling WWE Network shows left and right. JBL's show canceled. The fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin show canceled off the WWE Network. Talking Smack, I already mentioned, that was canceled. I mean, why are all these shows being fucking canceled? WWE Swerved. I think that was canceled because of some fucking production and some fucking controversy. But that's another show that was canceled. Why are all these shows being canceled? I mean, unless WWE is taking this as cost-cutting measures because they are fucking cheap, I don't think it's because they're cheap. I think it's because they're trying to save money because they're not making as much revenue as they need to. And maybe that's because of Roman Reigns. If you want to put all the fucking ticket sales and all this shit on Roman Reigns, why don't you put your downfall on Roman Reigns? No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with WWE's business, with them being a corporate machine, and it all stems from their booking, from the shitty storyline booking. And that's exactly what we're getting each and every single week on Monday Night Raw. But that is a whole other issue on its own point. We will talk about that probably at a later date, and that's why you should subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, going into rants like that. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Behind the Mic, episode number 38. I hope you enjoyed each and every single thing that you heard here on Behind the Mic this week. A bunch of huge news stories we talked about, and if you did enjoy that, make sure to subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Leave a like on this video and comment what you thought about all the stories in the comment section down below. Make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, because there is so much other content to go check out. Raw reviews, Smackdown reviews, Mae Young Classic coverage, WWE 2K18 content coming, pay-per-view reviews, NXT TakeOver reviews, preview and predictions to pay-per-views and NXT TakeOvers. On top of that, everything regarding the WWE can be found here Behind the Mic each and every single Saturday. So make sure to check all that good content out. Over 250 videos for all of you to go check out right here on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. So make sure to do all of that good stuff, because for now, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment, and I am out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. I will see you tomorrow for your No Mercy review and results.